Hello everyone, welcome back to Native Mobile Bits. In today's video, we are going to learn about modifiers. In our last two videos, we have learned how we can create custom composable, and in this video, we are going to learn further that how we can customize our composable. So let's start. So in our previous project, we was having this greeting as the main composable. Then inside that we had this text value composable, and inside this we had this inbuilt text composable. So quickly let's delete all of these things for now, and from here as well, inside preview as well, let's delete this and let's create one composable. We need to use this annotation, and then we need to define one function welcome text, and here inside this we can directly use this inbuilt composable, and we will pass one value here inside this composable function, and we can use this value here like this. Inside our site content we need to use the same composable for now, and let's pass some value hello world here, and same thing we need to use inside our default preview as well. And now let's refresh our preview. Now we can see that our preview is rendered, and one thing to note here is whatever the name we gave here inside our preview method, the same name is reflected on the right side. Now if you want to customize this text how it looks, or if you want to decorate this text composable, so there is something called modifiers. We can use that. Modifiers basically are used to decorate any composable. So every composable can have a modifier, like we have text composable, and there are some other inbuilt composable like button composables and so on. So everything can have one modifier, and modifiers can reshape, resize, and add some effects inside any composable. Now let's add modifier inside our inbuilt text composable. So to do that we need to just use here name param modifier, this one, and then we need to use here this modifier. We need to import correct one, this compose.ui modifier. And now let's try to set some custom width and height inside our text composable. So we need to just use this modifier, and then we need to use this dot, and we need to pass here width, and inside this width function we need to pass the width we need inside our text view. So for now let's pass 100 dp, and then we need to mention the unit dp here, this one, and we need to import this. Okay, so before we move forward, let's restyle our code little bit. Let's take this in the next line, even this modifier also in the next line, and this modifier can have multiple things, height, width, and so on. So let's take these attributes also in the next line. So now if you want to set some custom height to our text composable, so we can use the height method from our modifier, and then we can pass the height we want. Let's pass 80 dp for now, like this, and let's re-render our preview. So we can see that our text composable is having this 100 dp width and 80 dp height here. If you want to change this height, so we can just pass some other value, maybe 280, and it is re-rendering again with this entire screen area like this. Let's revert it back. So this way we can set some custom height and width to our text composable. We can also do the same thing with something called dot size. So inside this size we have two options. Either we can pass one value for dp, and then it will take the same value for both width and height, and we can also use this option where we can pass different values for width and height. So let's do this first with this different values option, and here we can use this named params. Again for width let's pass 140 dp, and for height let's pass 90 dp, and let's re-render our composable. So we can notice that our changes has been reflected here. We can also pass the same value for both width and height. For example, let's say if you want to pass everywhere this 140 dp, so either we can pass like this, or we can remove these parameters and directly we can pass 140 dp like this, and then also it will become the same. Just to see if this is really reflecting, let's change the height and width to 100 dp, and it's reflecting like this. So this way we can set some custom height and width. Either we can use this size, or we can use this width and height directly. like this. So these are the options we have to customize the height and width of our composables. Now if we want to add some padding or some margin inside this composable, so we can also achieve that using this modifier. So to add padding inside our composable, we can use this modifier dot padding, and this gives us multiple options. Either we can pass the same value for all side of padding with this option, or we can use this option where we can pass different padding value for all sides. So let's start with this different value option. So here we can use this name param start, and then we can give here something like 10 dp, okay, and then we can use this end, and maybe we can pass here 20 dp, and then we can use top, and then we can pass maybe 8 dp for now, and then we can pass some value inside bottom, maybe 15 dp. Okay, so this option we can use whenever we want to pass some different padding value for all of these sides. And let's re-render our preview for now. So we can check that our changes has been reflected, and we can see some white space around this boundary. This boundary indicates that this is our text view, and outside of it this white space is the padding. Okay, so we can use this option when we want to pass different value for padding for all sides. Suppose we want to pass the same value for all of the sides, so we can just pass some value here, maybe 20 dp like this, and let's re-render this. So we can see every side is now equal, and every side our text composable is having 20 dp padding. And there is one another option inside this padding function. We can pass the same value for this top and bottom, means horizontal padding, and then we can pass the same value for this vertical left and right side. So to do that, we just need to use this name parameter horizontal. We can pass 20 dp, and then for vertical sides maybe we can use 40 dp like this. Let's refresh this. So our changes has been reflected, and we can notice that inside horizontal, that means left and right side, we have less padding, which is 20 dp here and here, and vertical padding is 40 dp, which is top and bottom. So we can also use this one. So with this size right now, we are covering 100 dp pixels of our entire screen. In XML, there was one concept called match parent. So if we want to fill this text view on our entire screen, so there is something called fill max size. So we can also do that. We can remove this size, and then we can just use fill max size like this. So if we use this and re-render our preview, so it will take entire space on the screen. So when we use this fill max size, it will fill up the entire space on our screen. So we can see that this is our text view inside the boundary, and then this screen, entire screen is filled with our text view, and then we have this padding which we are having here, horizontal and vertical. Let's add the same padding for now, 20 dp, and refresh this. So now we can see that our entire screen is covered with our text composable, and this is because we are using fill max size right now. So this is equivalent to if we are setting the width and height both match parent of our text composable. But suppose if we want to only make the width as the match parent, so we can use fill max width like this, and let's refresh this. So we can see that our entire screen width is covered with our text view because we are using this fill max width. If we want to cover the height as well, either we can use this fill max height, or we can also use this fill max size as well. So for now, let's use this fill max height, and let's refresh this. So when we use this fill max width and fill max height, this is also similar to fill max size, because in this case also our entire screen width and height both are filled with our text composable. We can use custom height as well here with this height, maybe 80 dp. So right now we have this fill max width which will fill up the entire width of our screen, and then there will be 80 dp height for our text composable. So let's re-render this. So our entire width is covered and the height for our text composable is this 80 dp right now. Okay, so let's delete these things for now. We will just keep max width and height will increase a little bit, maybe 140 dp, and padding we will keep. Let's refresh this for now. So this is our text view as of now, but it is looking very simple, right? So let's try to style our text little bit more. So if we want to change the style of our text, maybe change the text color or maybe change the font weight or something, so we have something called style. Okay, and then inside this we need to use this text style, and inside this we can specify a lot of things. We can specify colors, font size, and then font weight and multiple other things. Alright, so let's specify some color for our text composable. We need to use this name param color, and we need to use this color dot. We can use any predefined color. Let's use yellow for now, and let's re-render our preview. Okay, yellow is not very visible right now. Let's use blue. Okay, so our text is visible now with blue color, and our text size is very small. And to change the font size for our text, we need to use this name param font size, and then we can specify the size of our text we want to give, maybe 24, and then dot sp, and let's import this. This is basically the unit for text size, 24 sp. And now let's refresh our preview. So our text size is increased little bit and it's looking good now. We can also use some different font weight here. We can use with this font weight, and there are some predefined style. We can use maybe extra bold for now, and let's refresh this. So our text is updated with these changes. So this is the text style which we are using to customize our text composable. Jetpack Compose also provides us some inbuilt text style. So to use that we need to remove this, and then we can use with this material theme dot typography dot. Now we have these different options we can use to style our text composable. Let's use this H2 for now, and let's refresh our preview. So the changes has been reflected. Our text composable is updated. We can also use here some different style from the typography. Let's say let's use H4 heading 4, and our changes has been updated in the preview, and this is looking pretty nice. And now if you want to change the color again, so we can use this color, and like before we can use color blue here, and let's refresh our preview. So our text composable is updated. So this way we can customize our composables. We can use modifiers, we can use styles, and so on. So this was today's video, guys. I hope I shared something valuable with you today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.